Why would I sit up and play house with you when there's other options of men that want to commit to me and take me off the market if you don't? That's the best intimacy. That's a mind-blowing, orgasmic chemistry. For women to garner power in a relationship, it boils down to the... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Samology. I'm Sam LaRue, and today we're gonna touch on one of my most controversial topics. One of the topics that I have gotten the most questions about. That would be rotational dating. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, definitely hit that like button because I know you're gonna like this topic. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. And let's get right into everything you've ever wanted to know about rotational dating. So I actually have other videos on this topic, not to mention I talk about rotational dating in every single video that I do because it's so vital to successfully dating. It's the key, especially for us women, to successfully date by finding the right partner. This is a numbers game, ladies. You have to leave your options open and allow the right man to prove himself to you through his works, through his actions. That's how you evaluate if he's a viable candidate to take yourself off the market. You don't take yourself off the market for any Rudy Poot that just comes up and just throws a fake title of girlfriend or boyfriend or commitment in your face. No. We're not taking ourselves off the market for that. No. We carry life inside of us. So you're evaluating which sperm out here is good enough to enter inside your body. Which sperm do you want to create a legacy with, to create your generations and further generations with? And we can't do that by dating one guy, dating him for 2 or 3 years, breaking up with him, dating another guy for 2 or 3 or 4 years, breaking up with him, dating another guy, not expecting them to really show you with acts that they're serious about you, not expecting them to commit to you, not expecting them to be loyal to you. All that comes with a commitment, with marriage. Girlfriend title ain't gonna cut it. Boyfriend title ain't gonna cut it. We want the full package. Here's why. In our current society, this is where you succeed as a woman, is when you get the commitment. So let me break it down to you really quick, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty. I'll get to all of your questions. So back in the day, men created society, right? It's always been a male-driven society. Back in the day, you could literally beat your wife. You literally were property to men. And if you got abused and abused, they would say, well, what did you do? Why did you make that man beat you? Why'd you force the man to raise a hand to you? Your husband beat you, you would call 911. 911, please help me, I've been beat. 911's gonna say, ma'am, what did you do to your husband? And why are you calling me with this BS? Don't call here again before we have to call your husband and have him beat you again. Myrtle, get off this phone. So it's safe to say marriage back in the day was a win for men. You were their property. You had no rights, rules, regulations, it's whatever he said. You were enslaved to your husband, a slave that had to do whatever they commanded. So men were running to get married. They love marriage. They can marry this woman, she has no rights, and then he could turn around and be philandering all around town. So this was the perfect setup for men. So now let's fast forward. Now we have rights. So now men are like, okay, we can't abuse them. We can't do that anymore. So how else can we win when it comes to relationships? Because women now have rights. You can't beat us, you'll go to jail. You can't assault us, you'll go to jail. You can't enslave us, you'll go to jail. And if you do leave us, we have all type of provisions in place in case you leave us. So you'll have to pay spousal support, child support, this support, that support, alimony. So with all these laws that we now have, it's not a benefit for men. See, back in the day, they didn't have to pay any of that stuff. There was no alimony back in the day. It's like, leave if you want to, but where you gonna go? You can't even get a job anywhere. So the only way a woman could have left back in the day is if they had another man. And they would start the cycle all over again. Like, you weren't leaving if you didn't have another man, because how are you going to support yourself? And not only that, if you had kids, 9 times out of 10, the man got rights to the kids. You had no rights. You were leaving with the shirt off your back, and that was it, basically. So nowadays, it's totally different. The script has been flipped. So nowadays, we have the advantages. And this is why men are not gung-ho to get married anymore. So now they've changed it from marriage to marriage. Well, you don't need marriage. It's a piece of paper. Let's just live together. Let's date. I'm going to give you the title of girlfriend, and you're going to be cool with it. You're going to be so happy to get these little scraps. You're just going to acquiesce to my little proposal of girlfriend. So that's where we're at as a society. And for women to garner power in a relationship, it boils down to the commitment. It boils down to the marriage. Not the living together, not the shacking up. No. The marriage. That's how we win. We don't win in the dating world. That's not how we win. I'm dating this man for 20 years. You don't win with that. Because if he's not willing to commit to you, if he's not willing to sign the documentations under law, then you're not going to benefit. You could probably say in your life you've dated numerous men, and what did you get out of it at the end of the day? Like, most of us are getting absolutely nothing. We're pretending that we're in some type of committed relationship, and at the end of the day, we have nothing to show for past relationships. And this is why our grandmothers, they let us know, ladies, they let us know up front when they said, why would he buy the cow when he can get the milk for free? If he's getting the milk, he's not interested in buying the cow. If you had milk coming to your door every single day, who in their right mind is going to say, you know what? I'm going to buy that cow, even though I get the milk for free whenever I want it. Our grandmothers told us that. So this is why rotational dating works. So you're letting men know up front that I believe in dating with the intent of marriage. So I'm purposefully dating. If you want me, if you want the prize, then you have to step up. Okay? You have to step your game up. You have to show me with your works and your actions that you want me. So rotational dating is a benefit really to everyone. It's helping out society, because the best society is a society where there's a nuclear family. That's the best type of society. Not when it's people running around here being boyfriend, girlfriend all around town. That creates illegitimate children. That creates diseases. That creates a lot of heartbreak. And now you have a lot of people that have been heartbroken that are running these streets, running a havoc on society and acting a plum D fool because they've been heartbroken, because they've been dogged out, they've been treated bad, they done treated other people bad, they can't catch a break, don't nobody want them. And so this cycle continues of just lunacy, because you give yourself to the so-called partner of yours. You give your body, your soul, your heart, your mind, and they dog you out. And that leaves you in a state of chaos. It leaves you like, maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe if I do this, maybe if I change this, maybe if I XYZ 1, 2, 3, when in reality, it's not about you. You gave your heart and your soul to the wrong person. And that doesn't happen when you rotational date, because when you rotational date, you're finding the best partner. And what happens is if you have 2 or 3 guys in front of you, it's easy to spot the ones that ain't doing the work and to move on. Oh, he ain't doing the work. Bye. And then also when you rotational date, men work harder because they know, here's what you're going to have to do to take me off the market. Okay? You're going to have to commit. That will take me off the market. So one of the major questions that I received was about being intimate with these men. And to answer the question, if you're dating 3 guys at a time, you're not giving of your body to all the men that you're dating. You're dating them to see which one is right for you. It's like an interview process. Which guy is going to fulfill the needs? Which guy is going to be your life partner? Which guy's going to nourish you and cherish you and love you and appreciate you? You're not sleeping with him to find that out. That has nothing to do with intimacy. It has to do with his character. It has to do with his works. What is he doing to show you? What effort is he putting into you? It has nothing to do with intimacy. So no, you're not running around here sleeping with all these men. You don't give the prizes to the candidates. You give the prize to the winner, right? I personally would suggest not sleeping with random men that have not earned your body, that have not earned being inside of you. No, you don't give that to any and everybody. So no, we're not sleeping with these men. To be more effective with finding the right person, I would take intimacy off the table. I need to find the right person based off of this. Like, what is his intellect like? What is his head game like? What is he... Pause. Didn't mean to say that. I mean, what is his mental game like? What I've learned is you have a better intimate connection with somebody that loves you, with someone that cherishes you, with someone that really appreciates you as a human being and that wants the best for you. That's the best intimacy. When you know he's got your back, when you know he's there for you, when you know he would drop everything for you, that's a mind-blowing, orgasmic chemistry. So I would personally wait for that instead of just getting scraps from these other men. So hopefully that answers that. Okay, so next up is, one lady asked about when do you tell them that you rotational date and how do you not offend the man? Like his heart's gonna be broke because you are dating other men. How do we protect his feelings? We don't. And here's a surprise, ladies. This might be a shocker, might be a little bit of a surprise. Men are rotational dating. Men are rotational dating. Okay, they're on Tinder, swiping right, rotational dating. I mean, the truth is the truth. They are rotational dating. Most men are not gonna go online, swipe right, meet one girl and say, that's it, I'm only dating her now. They don't do that. They date multiple women. They will plan 2 and 3 and 4 dates in a weekend until they find the right one. What happens with women, and it's a psychological thing, we live in our emotions. And that's a beautiful thing. Like, our emotions is why we're a woman. God gave us these emotions so that way it's the yin to the yang. Where men have a hardness, we have this soft, beautiful, layered emotions. But because of our emotions, we do get tunnel vision at times. And we will get hyper focused on one guy. Like, I went on a date with him and I love him. Like date 1. I love him. He's the one. Like, you're literally picturing the wedding on date 1. You're literally picturing having babies with him. And I have done that, where I'm literally like, what would our children look like? I can see us vacationing in the Mykonos, like on date 1. And it's like, what is wrong with me? We start getting emotional about this guy. Like, he gave me a good morning text. Morning. And in reality, he's like, that's his 3rd good morning text. Men are strategic. So they know this is just a numbers game. I'm gonna date several women. I'm gonna find the one I want. And ain't no one gonna tell me no different. And no one does. No one says, men, you shouldn't be rotational dating. But then when it comes to women, for some reason, they're like, you're a harlot. How dare you rotational date? But that's what dating is. I think we forgot that's what dating is. Dating is not for the sake of dating. That's not how us humans, evolutionarily, we're designed. We're not designed to date. We're designed to find one partner and populate the earth with that one partner, okay? In a committed relationship. So men rotational date. That's just how they do it. And for some reason, women, we get caught up on one guy and then that's it. And then we'll date him for 6 months until he ghosts us or until he acts a fool. And then we're like, okay, well now we got to get back in the dating market. And every time we do that, we diminish our spirit. Every time you date one guy and he dogs us out and he sleeps with our friend and he ghosts us and he don't act right, you're trying to teach him how to be a man and you got to go through this rigmarole, or you get pregnant and he's like, well, what you about to do? What you gonna do? You pregnant? Okay. When he acts a fool. So with all these experiences, it starts diminishing our spirit. It starts to make us feel less than. So the beauty of rotational dating is you don't have those issues, okay? Because if he ain't acting right, you're not even concerned. Your heart is not wrapped into one guy. If Johnny ain't acting right, okay, well, we're gonna have to go to Steve and Tyrone because they are acting right. So you just politely move him onto the side and you just keep it trucking. And then you keep doing that until you find one that really stands out, that really meets your needs, that's really standing out of the pack. And when you find him, that's the one. When you find the one that's willing to commit to you, when you find the one that's your ride or die, that's willing to give you his all, then that's when you're able to open up. You blossom like a flower when you meet that one. But until then, all these old rooted poots and all these other men and all these randoms, we're not opening up to them. We're not giving our heart and soul to them. They don't deserve it. They're just randoms with hopes and dreams and promises in their mouth. Like, oh, one day I'm gonna marry you. Well, show me. Where is the ring, sir? Less talk, more action. I'm very passionate about rotational dating because I feel like that's where women, we can start using strategy. You can start having onus over your own life and over your own destiny, and you're not sitting around being picked off, basically, and having to acquiesce to, what he's gonna do. Or he ghosts me and I just have to deal with it. I just sit at home and wait for him and eat ice cream and deal with it. I'll just sit around with my girlfriends and we'll talk about how he's cheating on me and I'll just deal with it. No, we're not gonna deal with it anymore. Nope. On to the next. There's a lot of men out there. There's billions of men on this planet. And if one ain't acting right, find you another one. He wasn't for you. And that's fine. He wasn't for you. But I do believe people have come into your life for a reason. So learn that lesson from him and move on. Move along, my friend, to the next man that will fulfill your needs, because life is short and we don't have time to waste on men that really don't even love us or care about us. So you have to be very strategic in your dating game. So strategy number 1 would be rotational dating. It's your dating life. It's your life. It's your body. No, we don't worry about their feelings. Their feelings won't be hurt because you rotational date. If their feelings are hurt, then they know what they need to do. Step up. Put a ring on it. Marry me. Commit to me. If you want to take me off the market, marry me. Commit to me. It's that simple. Otherwise, there's other options out here. Why would I sit up and play house with you when there's other options of men that want to commit to me and take me off the market if you don't? That's your stance when you rotational date. If you want me, if you don't want any other man to have me, take me off the market. And on that note, we'll end it here. If you like this video, don't forget, like the video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you beautiful people later. Oh, and by the way, y'all come back now. You hear?